Hello everybody, it's Steve, and I got another Eaglemoss unboxing video, and I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to scream when I pulled this out of my mailbox just a few minutes ago. This is being recorded on the 16th of May for release on Friday. This should be, hopefully, the USS Stargazer in here. This box is almost as bad as the box that all the Wave 1 ships arrived in. This order was put in on the 28th of April, just arrived. I got the X-Lot, that's the courier service that Eaglemoss works with, or Master Replicas uses for the United States. I got that email 2 full weeks ago. This is what it looks like. And I'm just hoping this thing is intact because, if I'm not mistaken, the Stargazer is no longer available on their site. It's sold out. You can see there's a lot of padding on both sides, a lot of air that was shipped in this. But let's see how this guy looks. Okay, got that off there. Now the box seems to be, well, the inner box seems to be in some good shape. So at least it was bubble wrapped, because I mean, bubble wrap solves all. Or is that WD-40? Or is that duct tape? One of them. All right, so this was one of the three unreleased ships that Eaglemoss had produced before they went under in late 2022. Just looking at the box right now, you can see it's not exactly centered up. It's a lot of space here, but like none over here. In fact, the D in Discovery looks like it's coming around the corner a little bit. And the box does actually appear to be in good shape, so that's good. Note, it's not even taped up because this one didn't go to the warehouse. This is one of the ones that just, I guess, was in a warehouse where they're being made. Where are these things made again? Doesn't even, I know I'm reading it upside down. You guys could probably just look at it. Doesn't actually say where it's made. Infer where it's made based on that. But the Stargazer is a Constellation class ship that was predominantly in service in what in Trek circles is called the Lost Era. The Lost Era is kind of defined as everything between the opening 20 minutes of Star Trek Generations, the Enterprise B, and Encounter at Farpoint. The Constellation class is definitely a kit bash model. Looks to be in okay shape. Just, I mean, looks like it's survived pretty well. Number on this guy is 2246-A/C. Not bad. Got a little holder down here. This is a sizable holder, and I think it's going to go on back between the saucer section. But looking at the nacelles, and if I have time during the edit this week, I'll show you. These are essentially the nacelles for the TMP Enterprise. They was kind of put on sideways with it. This, I can't remember what this is for. This is actually a kit bash, the design for the Constellation. The Constellation, if memory serves, showed up in at least 3 episodes of TNG. First time the Stargazer showed up was in the episode The Battle, Season 1. Yeah, it was a Ferengi episode. Not a good episode. The Hathaway, another Constellation class, showed up in peak performance toward the end of Season 2, and there was an, I believe, unnamed Constellation class that showed up in Season 5? I think it was Redemption Part 2. It was the 2-parter with the Klingon Civil War, when the Enterprise is leaving space dock with a bunch of ships. I believe there's at least one Constellation class in there. Zoom in on this over here. My phone will let me do. There we go. You can see NCC 2893, Non-Federation planets. I do see, just without even taking it out, there's a little bit of a gap here in the seam on the Stargazer, on the saucer section. And the Stargazer, like I mentioned, kit bash. So we have the saucer section of a Constitution class. Then we have this little extra rim on the outside. And if I believe correctly, the Stargazer is supposed to be like mid-range survey vessel, a lot of shuttle bays on it. And this is one thing that I noticed a lot of folks talking about. Yep, it looks like my nacelles, the top nacelles, are not lined up correctly. You can see right about there, they're a little off kilter. I got one just like the NX refit, folks. I did see there were some folks who just like, they warmed it up a little bit, bent it, and got it to work. Now, looking real closely on the kit bash here, I'll turn my phone and the model so you can see it in the light, and try not to shake because I just ate lunch and the food's still getting into my bloodstream here. You can see those little holes on kind of like the neck, right by where it connects up the nacelles. This is essentially the neck section of a Constitution class. And during TMP and Wrath of Khan, that was where the inspection pod was connecting up to the neck of the Enterprise. On the bottom of it, you got these extra little sensor pods and whatnot on it. You have this little turret here. I think that may be something from like a kit bash of maybe a Saladin or a Hermes class. I don't know. But yeah, the nacelles do look a little off kilter. That seems to be one of the common things with it. So it's in pretty good shape. I'm very happy with how it looks. I was very unhappy with how it came in the box, the shipping box at least. But let's get this one set up in the Fleet Museum. And here she is, just kind of in a temporary spot in the Fleet Museum. You can see last week's the Miranda, or the last video's the Miranda in front of it, but kind of turning it a little bit, making sure I don't clip the Excelsior. You can definitely see the nacelles are a little bit off. And it's kind of, like I mentioned, this has been the common thing that a lot of folks have been mentioning with the Stargazer. The bottom ones are fine, but the top ones are just a little bit like that. Next, oh man, I don't even know how many are coming out this Friday. A bunch of XL versions. If for some grace of God, I'm able to get all the ships that I want out of this next drop, and I've got the link to Master Replica's website and also real merch in the link for the description for this video. If I can get all of those ships, I'm going to have a few more weeks of content. And I'm probably going to need to actually look at finding a new spot to put all these because I'm running out of space on my shelf. And I've actually put the Prometheus away just because I'm worried about it falling over. But I think I'm going to need to find some better shelving units to store these guys in the future. But for now, like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and all the videos that come out on this channel. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.